Hey everybody, it is I, the Kenster 64, and instead of continuing on to Mega Man 2, we are playing an unusual game on the Game Boy by the name of Super Mario Land 1, and it kind of puts on a rivalry between Super Mario Bros. 2 USA and stuff. So anyway, we got some special guests here. Guests, introduce yourself.
What's up, my peeps? It's Missy F24 here with a batch of noodles.
Hey guys, it's Fenrir's Dark Seal with a massive headache.
I am Nintendo Unique.
And I'm mad for Matt's LP Adventures and I just want to die!
Aw, poor Matt.
I got a headache, too. Anyways, I've actually played this game before. I actually own it.
Wow.
Never played it. I have never played it. It's probably like the only Mario game I haven't played. I never heard of it neither.
Huh. I played it once when I was like a wee little, but that's about it.
So, yeah, this game is kind of weird.
Until you can call everything 4-bit for all I care.
Yeah, it's 4 bits.
all four of them. All four of them are amazing.
It's half of an NES quality.
Well, that's giving this a little too much credit. I don't even think it's half.
5 minutes.
Yeah, this game is kind of weird because the landscapes are all different than any traditional Mario game.
I could tell.
I mean, not only that, but it's like not even really canon with any of the other Mario games, whereas you can kind of draw a somewhat canon line with most of them.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is actually post-commentary, so I'm not actually sitting there ripping my hair out trying to talk and play the game at the same time, so this time
Like me! All the time!
Yay! 2 lives. Yeah, you got 2 lives.
Awesome.
I remember doing this thing for a channel called, shoot, what was it called? It was like the Lost LPs. This is how I got getting attention. I was doing a little short
No, hold on again.
Game.
You're breaking up again.
And like people
Robot has returned.
Robot has
You're breaking up, dude.
Horrible.
Kenster! Okay, now try talking. No, he's still a robot.
This is great.
We're having technical difficulties here.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, hi.
Okay, alright, now what'd you say, Kenster?
Awesome. Like, I was doing this Lost LP run through of this game, and like, people were cracking up, and that's how I got attention for my channel, because every time I got like the 3 lives, I'd be like, yeah, 3 lives, 1, 2, 3, and apparently everybody thought it was funny, and
If you rage, people will laugh. I've learned this.
Yes. Wait, you have learned this. You have raged a lot during the LPs.
Cough. Super Castlevania 4 cough.
Yeah, that was bad. I'm not gonna lie, Bedra, that was really, like, rage moment
Only
of the
2
day.
levels out of that entire game bothered me.
3 lives, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!
Everything a lot of
With
one-ups.
Mario.
And invisible elevators. Can't tell you how long it took me to find that.
So basically,
Wait.
this game is like Mario in ancient Egypt.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Looking like
sorta, kinda.
I need to go find my copy of Super Mario Land. I need to play it.
With writings on the wall that looks like they were typed by a keyboard or something.
Yeah, really. It don't look like hieroglyphics at all.
You know what game I need to find? Like that I still have a copy of?
What?
Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus. Oh, man.
I still have a copy of
Kid
that
Icarus.
original game, and I'm like, dude, I need to find that at some point.
I like. Funny thing is, I was acting really awesome in this game. Like, I'm really good at this game. I've been able to go through this whole game without dying once, but like, actually, the first time I got damaged was like by towards the end of World 2-3, so I kind of put on a little Mr. Perfect kind of thing here, and you know.
So you're saying that you're like really good, dude? Okay, what's with it? You almost have a perfect run on Super Mario Land, and Fender used to hold the world record of beating Donkey Kong Country 2 at 102%. What the heck? Where are my accomplishments? I'm in a group full of accomplished.
You're the comic relief. You're the comic relief. That's all that is.
But like,
you have the record of being the only one in the entirety of our community that can somehow place last in Left 4 Dead 2 for amount of kills. All of the campaigns except for one chapter out of the last campaign.
Voice acting, everybody. Voice acting.
Oh. Oh awesome. Yeah, that's right. There's this. I'll do it.
Wait, there's Princess Peach stuff.
Thank you, Mario. Oh, Daisy.
Oh, it's Daisy. No, it's Peach. Oh man, it's a rat. What's happening?
Totally
what is going on here? That's not Daisy. Are you playing Luigi? What's going on here?
Yeah, you got 3 lives.
But personally, I know this sounds weird, and despite the quirkiness and the weirdness of this game, I actually prefer this one over the second one because it's actually a lot more challenging in my opinion. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's challenging, but I mean, I would say it's tougher than Super Mario Land 2 because Super Mario Land 2, the level design was just so easy, it felt like a whole joke to me. Not saying it's a bad game, but you know.
Yeah, I can understand that. I've actually never played Super Mario Land 3, or Super Mario Land, Super Mario. Yeah, I haven't played Super Mario Land 3.
Well, I was talking about 2.
Oh, 2. Derp.
Yeah, probably after this, I'm gonna download on my emulator for my Game Boy and start playing it sometime.
If I play a platform,
which reminds me, I still have to play Golden Sun since you showed me.
yes, Ernesto, it's a good game. You should play it. Like I said before,
yeah, I'm still in the.
Steve.
Oh, did you see that glitch I just did? I didn't know I could do that. I didn't even know I was doing it. I was trying to hit the block, trying to get the coins out of it or whatever. I accidentally go through the pipe somehow. I have no... The physics in that, I have no idea how I did that. And I probably will never ever be able to do that again. That's where I've ran into a lot of well, I mean, not a lot, but, you know, I've ran into predicaments similar to that before.
Yeah. And I like how the lives in this game aren't like one-up mushrooms, they're just hearts.
They were the same way as Super Mario 2 and 3.
Oh, I guess we never... Oh no, the robot is returned.
Oh my god, he's back.
Oh no!
Breaking up
Kenster, you're breaking up again.
It's like an epidemic.
Oh no!
And it's only him. Why is it only him?
I don't know. It's like that whenever we have a Skype conversation. I think it has something to do with the internet connection.
Yes.
Must not be using Comcast. Snap.
Is that the one that you use? Wait.
Yes, I totally use Comcast.
Oh no!
Did everybody call drop, or was it just me?
No, it was just you.
Seriously lost you in the call? I didn't even notice.
Just signal.
It's alright, Kenster, we understand. We all have difficulties, like Ernesto used to be using Skype on his phone all the time.
That's a terrible idea. No offense.
I know it was.
Until just a few days ago, I didn't even have a mic. I couldn't even Skype with anyone. Great.
Yeah, so don't worry, Kenster, we all have our share of difficulties. On the weekends, I have derpy internet that likes to kick me off for random reasons.
Only on the weekend?
But
well, that's because I go back to my house on the weekends.
Oh, that makes sense.
Seriously, like I said, I love the R2-D2s with the spinning heads.
Oh yes, those And the Kingers.
There's even seahorses in this game.
Kingers.
Again, I have to question where this lands canonically.
I honestly think somebody was high on acid whenever they made this game.
That would actually make so much sense.
Tip, history lesson. The creator of this game was actually the same creator of the Metroid series.
What?
Gunpei.
I bet he is not pleased by that. I bet you he's ashamed of every second of that. You have like this great epic story behind Metroid and all the epic gameplay, and then you make something that looks like somebody's on an acid trip gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Pete Yokoi was also the one who created the Virtual Boy.
Oh, yeah, that explains it then. You don't like
Okay, so what you're saying is Metroid is some twisted crack baby? Is that what we're getting from all this?
Yes.
That explains so much.
Yeah, you got to be
Explains that the
liars.
guys
Holy crap, man.
It also explains the guys that made the Ninja Turtles were on serious drugs.
I swear, this is actually when I got my first death in this game. I was, for some reason, like I didn't realize I was doing a Mr. Perfect run until now, and then I just kind of let it get a hold of me, and you know, that kind of jazz. It's like,
I think I failed to mention this, but yeah, there's certain levels where Mario's in a vehicle and he can shoot at the enemies.
it's a Gradius ripoff.
Wow.
Well, at least you pulled Mr. Perfect for a certain amount of time. On my Donkey Kong Country 2 playthrough, I died on the very first enemy in the game. Like the very first enemy.
Yeah, there you go. Like I wasn't. It's like I can't think about doing a Mr. Perfect run if I want to do a Mr. Perfect run. And like when I think about it, it's just, you know. And I think this is when I first die. Dick move, enemy.
Dick move. Curse you, enemy placement.
Enemy placement in all these games are kind of bad, especially with the original Game Boy games. Like a few enemies in this one I've seen, and Final Fantasy Adventure in particular, especially Kid Icarus, the enemy placement in that is just god-awful.
Yeah, it is. Mr. Inky Butt.
Inky Butt.
Inky Butt.
I hate water levels. I probably told you guys already.
Yeah, you have a deep hatred for it. I remember you telling me
yes,
that.
Wasn't that like last night when we were talking about Donkey Kong Country and I mentioned the fact that I love the particular water stage and you're like, I hate water stages?
Yeah.
Yes,
Actually, the water stages in Mega Man games were pretty fun.
Oh, please, don't get me started.
When I think water stage, I think the water temple, and that's where all bets are kind of off on that.
Not the water temple.
A lot of people say the Great Bay Temple is worse, and I have to disagree.
Oh, Daisy.
Oh, Daisy!
Daisy just turned into Inky Butt.
Mr. Inky Butt, come back! Bring us to Daisy!
Oh, you got a flower.
But yeah.
That makes up for the lame death from earlier.
That's cool.
Well, guys, I guess this is the end of the episode.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see you guys in part 2.
Actually, yeah.